remember. So we're going to fight 3 Pokemon. And then we're going to go and... if we don't get the Latios, then what we're going to do is we're going to tag out by just refreshing the area. So this is the bane of old Pokemon games, where they have the roaming Pokemon. They are not fun. But the idea for 3 of them, or for 3 Pokemon finds, is because we don't have a Repel. If we have a Repel, easy answer, just use the Repel. Now, what I could do is I could spawn in 2 Wynots, have one that's close to Latios' level, and we'll have the level 100 as backup. Which now I'm considering. As unfortunate as that is, I'm actually really considering it. That's the sad thing. I shouldn't be considering that. Name it Tag 2. And this is one of the best routes for it. I think it's this. Yeah, I think it's this one. And Tag doesn't have a very... I want to say good move pool. It doesn't really have a nice one. It would be better if it had the Eviolite, but yeah, this is its move pool. It's meant to be a very annoying Pokemon. Unfortunately, it can't learn Hypnosis or something like that, or something that gives it a status condition. Otherwise, I would have done it. And for Infinite Fusion, I think when I first played, I think I made Darkrai, or not Darkrai. I made, I think it was like my Gengar and something else have it, and then and I was kind of trying to use Mean Look, and then that never really worked. So I was like, oh no, that's not good. So then I tried to merge, I think it was my Wobbuffet with Shedinja. And I thought that would be great because Wobbuffet has insane defenses and has a ton of HP for no reason exactly. And Shedinja with Wonder Guard, if it kept with its Psychic typing... yeah, if it kept with its Psychic typing, and it got Shedinja's Ghost typing, then it would only be weak to, I think it's like 2 types. That's perfect. Because that's exactly what we want. We want to be weak to as minimal types as much as possible, especially with Wonder Guard. Well, you know what happened? It got Wonder Guard, but it was Bug. It was Bug Psychic, I think, or something like that. And I was like, seriously? I chose Bug Psychic? And then if I didn't want to have Wonder Guard, I think, or no, I think it would have kept Shedinja stats. I think it would have kept Shedinja's stats if I went with the other way, and like in terms of HP, and it's like, no. I think. But yeah, but it had Shadow Tag. Oh no! And then I realized that I'm a fool because I couldn't have Wonder Guard and Shadow Tag at the same time. So then I chose with Gengar. Yeah, because you need 2 abilities for that, and I was like, oh no, I made a mistake. No, I think I chose Gengar with Shedinja first. And then I realized that we were too slow. So then I think I switched with Gengar and Wobbuffet. And that was an ugly combination. Trying to remember what I did the first time. And then all I'm imagining in my head is all the different Gardevoirs we had on our journey kind of thing. So I was like, I'm mixing the 2. Which one is it? I'm still looking at fusions for that. Like I'm sad though that it like in order for you to see like the new fusions, it's every month. I wish that it would upload them at the day of, right? So like if somebody posted it like on June 13th, you would be able to view it on the website on June 13th. But no, it's once a month, and it's like, that's sad, but it's fine. But yeah, I keep looking at it. I keep looking at Gardevoir fusions. I keep looking up, what is it? I keep looking up some of them. I'll have a list. I know Golurk is one of them. Yeah, Surskit, that's interesting. That's a new encounter for this area. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, in order for like the reason why I know this is one of the best areas is because when I was a kid, I looked up how to get Latios from the roaming thing because I think I saw it once and I was like, wow, I don't know how to get it again. And then I think I watched a video and then somebody was like, oh yeah, just go here and just keep going back and forth kind of thing. After a few tries, then you'll find it again. And I'm like, oh my word. And this was back when I think there was very little, I think, information on roaming legendaries. So this is like early YouTube. Actually, it might not even been YouTube. I think for YouTube, I think it was Diamond Pearl. Diamond Pearl, I think, was YouTube. I think for this, I think I looked up a guide. And that's what it was. I looked up an online guide. It's like, oh yeah, this is how you get Latios. And I was like, ah, that's how you get Latios. Because I had Ruby, I didn't have Sapphire. I had Sapphire at one point, and then I lost it. I went through a lot of Pokemon Rubies. I think the first time I got Pokemon Ruby, I lost it. The second one, I kept for a really long time. And then I think I needed to go somewhere with my grandmother. So we walked to a cab. Yeah, we walked we walked down the pathway to a cab after my grandmother called for one. We got into the cab, we went to the doctor's because she needed a checkup, I think. And then, like, as soon as, like, I realized, like, I pat my pockets, my Pokemon Ruby's gone. And my grandmother looked up and down that pathway, like, for, like, a few weeks after, like, the snow melted. She couldn't find it for me. And then the latest one I got, I don't think it had anything special on it. I know the one that I lost in that I think it was either lost in the cab, because by the time when we went to the doctor's waiting room kind of thing, that's when I realized it, right? So it can't be the doctor's waiting room because I would have been able to find it. So it was either the end of the path to the street, or it was in the cab. But I think my grandmother called the cab company and asked for the cab driver that drove us. And the guy looked and the guy didn't find it. Did he lie because it was a Pokemon Ruby with a level 100 Salamence? Probably. That was like one of the best things ever. Was like it had like a level 100 Salamence, and then I think it had like a Sceptile that was like level 50 something, I think. And then it was like it also had like another level 50 Salamence or something like that. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a lot of level 100 Pokemon, and then that never happened. And then when I got Fire Red, I transferred over the Charizard to my Leaf Green, and then I think I did the same thing with Blastoise, but then I realized that out of the three, since I beat the main game with Venusaur, that I ditched like by the end of the game, and I was a kid, I didn't know that like Venusaur can be good, but to be fair, they don't give it a good move pool. So, and this was back before the physical special split, so I think Poison was physical. And I think Venusaur is a special attacker, so wasn't good at all. We're not getting lucky with these Latioses. This is going to be a fun trip. I swear, if you have to go, I think it's Lily Cove. If you have to go to Lily Cove just to get a picture of it and then it unlocks it, I'm gonna be really angry. I'm gonna be really angry. Color blue after viewing this report. Yeah. Yeah, it is best to begin searching it from a city connected to several routes like Monville City or Rustboro City, and re-enter the city enough times, and focus will eventually show its location within walking distance. Then it says, a faster Pokemon in lead position that can use a trapping move like Mean Look to prevent escape, or a Wobbuffet with a Shadow Tag ability will have the same effect. So, the reason why I didn't choose Wobbuffet, or I didn't just go with Wobbuffet in general, is because for one, we could have gotten a Why Not Egg. I think I didn't pick it because I don't need a Why Not, so I didn't want to go with it, but I could have went with Why Not though. But instead of going above and beyond and going like, I am using Why Not because, you know, this thing, right? Like, no, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so once you... So, the harder thing about this one, and I think this is the reason why they changed it in Generation 4. The reason why that... I think that's the reason why they changed it in 4, where they give you, like, the Pokemon's picture just so you don't have to keep looking for this, is because this is boring. Because I don't know where it is. And this is not like one of those, like, legendary Pokemon where you can save when it's in the route kind of thing, and then you can go there. No, that's not what roaming means. What roaming means is that you're stuck. You're stuck there until you're stuck there until something happens. Stuck there until you catch it, or the Pokemon you have Shadow Tag with is down. Unfortunately, I am not getting very lucky with my encounters. And it is getting very hot in here. Which is funny though, because when, like earlier, I was playing my games with the air conditioner on, and I was like, oh, my fingers are freezing. And like everything else is freezing. I have to wear a sweater in summer when I'm sitting here kind of thing, and it's like, wow. I would have it running though, but the thing is that like OBS got rid of the whole, from what I was told, the noise gate was like really good. Like if you know what your optimal thing is, it won't start recording it, and anything that was like, I think below the noise threshold, it wouldn't even record that, and it was awesome. They got rid of that. So I don't even have that option. And because I don't do much in terms of video editing or even audio editing, the only thing you guys are hearing is me bumped up by like half of what my editing software can do. Because I did, I think, one Oblivion mod playthrough session with it cranked up all the way, and I gotta say, it's way too loud. I did the test, okay? I did the test. I recorded, I think, a 10-second clip, I think. And I did the test. I went and had it running on Cube, which is connected to the TV. I had the TV set to a quarter volume, which is 25, in case you didn't know. And I listened to it. I listened to the raw footage, which was very, very quiet, but you know, you could still hear it from a decent distance away, so you know what, that's pretty fine. And then I had it cranked all the way up, and you can clearly hear me, like I am like speaking. So I'm like, that's pretty good. Then I chose 6. I'm a little quieter, but I'm not too quiet. And I was like, you know what? That's a little bit better than what 12 was. Because before, the only test I did was up to 12. Or up to like the max, which was 12 or whatever I think it was cranked up by. Which was awesome. But like, I thought it was a little too loud. So there's only like one session that has me cranked all the way up. I don't remember what the Oblivion series was, but I was cranked up all the way. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not doing that again. So then I'm stuck with, I think, half, which is 6. So, yay. We're not getting any luckier. Not getting lucky. Either we're not getting lucky, or Latios is doing the tricky thing that Cresselia kept doing to me, I think, when I was trying to get BDSB. Where it would go to the route where I'm in the moment I enter the town, and then the moment that I go into the route, it goes, sorry, I'm going to the left now. I hated that. I hated that when I was doing that. And then the moment where I got like both Mesprit and Cresselia down to the bottom area at the same time, I was so surprised. I almost wanted to, like, I didn't even realize that I should have taken a picture of that. Because as soon as you caught one, the other one left. I was so angry when that happened. I was like, okay, Tiny, go get... I think I caught Mesprit first. I either caught Mesprit or Cresselia first. So when I went for the other one, I didn't find it. And I looked back at the map. The map says it disappeared. It vanished. And I'm like, what?